Welcome back, guys, to another video. This is going to be another product review. This one is a little bit more in line with what I usually do, and usually the stuff that I want to make content about. So, I already opened the packaging, but we have the Xero Scrambler Trail Mids WP in the vintage indigo outer space. So I'm gonna open these up, try them on, and we're gonna put them through the paces over the next week or so and show you guys, give you guys my thoughts. Ooh. These are nice. So just here, yeah, these boots are nice. So I got these from Xero. I had another pair, but I wore through those and needed a new pair, so decided to get the, I can't remember the names of my life, the Scramblers. Yeah, decided to get the Scramblers. So these guys look really cool. I'm assuming based on the other Xero shoes that I've owned, that the rest of my family have owned, that these are going to be very comfortable. So I'm going to put them through the paces, see how they feel. They don't got a whole lot of flex, but they should still be pretty good. I'm going to try running with them this morning. We're going to take them to the gym. We're going to ride the e-skate in them. We're going to probably do some small hikes. We're leaving for Tahoe today. So we're going to get a lot of testing in over the next couple of days. And so you guys will get to see all of that. We got Harley the Popo. Hey, you want to say hi? She's tired. It's still early. Trying to do a lot of my filming in the morning, but when I throw these on, see how they feel. Need to loosen up the laces. I feel like these are going to have a lot more traction than the last pair that I had. These are a bit more expensive, but I definitely think just right out of the box, I feel like you're getting your money's worth with these. Definitely need to be broken in. They have a decently wide toe box, so not necessarily as wide as I'd want them, but like there are still a better option than what you're going to get in a normal pair of shoes. A lot of people don't realize that a bunch of foot problems are caused because of the type of shoes you wear. So when anyone talks about my shoes, I always recommend them to try out barefoot shoes. Like, you can get cheap pairs just to try out to see if you like the feel of them. You can get them for like $30-40 on Amazon and not have committed a bunch of money, whereas at this point, like, all of my shoes are barefoot shoes except for a pair of Converse that I got as a gift that I'll wear occasionally. But yeah, love barefoot shoes. Yes, these feel great. so these look absolutely phenomenal. I love the new colors. I don't know how long they're gonna have them for, but I think they're amazing. They've got a lot more traction. They're a little stiff right now just because they're new shoes. So we're gonna break them in, put them through the paces. But yeah, so far they're great, but let's put them through the real tests. Just got back from my run. I think if you're gonna run in barefoot shoes, you definitely need to warm up to it, because last time I did it in my last pair of barefoot boots, I felt like my foot was shattered, and so definitely need to ease into it. I'm feeling it a lot in my shins. So as far as running goes, they're not necessarily the best, but they'll work. You just have to ease into it and not expect to be able to do the same you can with padded shoes, but you definitely can run barefoot or in barefoot shoes. It just takes time to get used to it. But yeah, other than that, they felt really great. Toe box is pretty solid. Still breaking them in, they're still a little stiff, but we're gonna keep putting them through the paces. I'm gonna try and get some work done and then go for a e-skate ride as soon as my laundry gets done. So we'll go over to that. So, e-skate ride, they felt great. They really support my ankles. They definitely have a lot more grip to them than the pair that I had previously. And so they grab the board a lot better. I'm not having to readjust my footing as nearly as much. So that's a good thing. Always ride with your gear. Doesn't matter how short the ride is. Today was a good ride, but you never know. Which I think, honestly, the last boots that were in the wreck were a little bit more of a fabricy material, whereas these are a little bit more like a rubbery plastic. So I wonder if these would do better on an impact. I hope that I never have to find that out, but they do feel a lot more durable. So there's that going for them. But yeah, e-skate felt great. I'm still getting used to riding again because my board's been out of commission. So my feet and calves are really sore now. But I think for in general, like, they're gonna be great riding boots. So yeah, run, e-skate. We're gonna take them on some more adventures later. We're gonna hit the gym here. It is currently 6:30. We're gonna be going to the gym here in about half an hour. So we're gonna put them to the test there, see how they hold up. But yeah, so far they feel great. I absolutely love these things already. So realized that I forgot to film transition shots going from the gym, talking about the boots, and then getting to Tahoe. But yeah, so we're transitioning over to the Tahoe trip right now. Boots were great in the gym, but now we're getting over to Tahoe, so back to the video. Made it to Tahoe, so good. Been in the boots for at least the past 6-7 hours or so, and they're feeling great. Yeah, loving them. Went out to eat, drove here, walked around, checked out some RVs and stuff, but they're holding up great. So we're gonna see how they do the rest of the trip, and we'll continue and see, give you final thoughts at the end. Okay, I must say I'm very impressed with these Xeros and their waterproof capabilities. There's a bug on my rig. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Xero's waterproof features, because normally when a boot says, or a shoe says they're waterproof or water resistant, they're not really. But like, I'm walking through this to test them. Not going crazy or anything because I don't want to get any on my leg, but I feel nothing in the boot. Like, nothing seeped in, it's all just dried up. And so my feet have stayed completely dry this whole hike. So I'm very impressed with that. The only thing that I haven't really liked so far with the Xeros, and I think it's my fault, is because there was a spot where it felt like, because I had them cinched so tight, that they were like digging into the side of my foot, but that was only happening on the right boot, not the left. And I think that's because I had the right boot cinched so stinking tight. So that's the only complaint. But yeah, like I said, probably my fault. But yeah, waterproof, excellent quality. What is up, guys? So we're wrapping up this testing with the final run, part of the October challenge that I'm doing. It is cold. It is stupid cold. So this morning's going to be extra difficult. We are going to be doing a doing the mile run, but we're also going to be doing a cold plunge at the end of it. That's why I'm wearing my board shorts. And all I have on is a thermal, my board shorts, a beanie, and a mask. So it's going to be cold running, but then doing the cold plunge on top of it. It's currently 34 degrees out, and by the time I button up and get in for the run, it'll probably only be like 35, 36 degrees as far as the temperature of the air goes. Water's going to be a whole nother story, so we're going to see how that goes, but we're going to continue on. So, concluding thoughts on the Xero running shoes. I think they're really great. Like I said yesterday, my only issue with them is that little bit of pressure that I keep feeling. I just have to make sure I tie them properly. But other than that, there's literally no other complaint. They have everything that I've wanted to find in a boot. Like, they've got a decently wide toe box, so if you're looking for something with a really wide toe box, then maybe get a different style than the Scramblers. But they're water resistant. They've got this cool limited edition color. Not necessarily a selling point. I thought they were really cool and wanted to get something a little different, but they seem really sturdy. Like, they got good traction. But yeah, I'm walking barefoot right now because I didn't feel like putting the boots on. But yeah, the end goal is to be able to walk barefoot some of the time, so gotta enjoy it. So if you guys want to get a pair of these, I'll leave a link in the description. It's not an affiliate link, but you can go check them out, make it easy for you guys. But yeah, so far, best barefoot boots that I've had. If anybody wants to challenge that title, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll test them out and see if you can take that title. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this, like, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in the next one.